Nazi flyers found at churches, synagogues, white supremacists arrested, put up the mug shots. Dozens of pamphlets with hate symbols were left at a church and a synagogue, as well as other areas in New York over the weekend. And 3 people have been arrested and charged with first-degree aggravated harassment. Aubrye Gradonetti, Dylan Henry, and Ryan Mulhollen each face 115 counts of the felony charge, one for each pamphlet that was allegedly placed in the community. Henry was listed as being held without bail. Gradonetti and Mulhollen were arraigned and released. All right, let's get into the background of these individuals. So a flyer, let's put that flyer up for a massive flyer with the words, Aryan National Army was discovered by a member of the Deliverance Ministries, which has a predominantly black congregation. The pamphlet was attached to the church door Sunday morning as people were arriving for service. So you got black folks going to church, and this is what they see. Police said the flyer was also left at a temple, a synagogue called Beth El Synagogue. Same wording. The Aryan National Army is here and we aren't going anywhere. Well, you're going to jail. All right, they're gonna lock your ass up. You got incarcerated, okay? All that tough man stuff. Thankfully, that local jurisdiction decided to enforce a rule, a law, in the appropriate way. Police said that on June 9th and 10th, officials began investigating a number of pamphlets and stickers depicting swastikas and racial slurs that were left at the places of worship, as well as other public and private properties in Hornell, which is located about 55 miles away, from Rochester in southern New York. A search warrant in conjunction with the New York State Police was conducted in the 130 block of River Street, which led to the arrest of those 3 suspects. Let's go to a long-time church member. All right, this is Marseena. Ms. Marseena is a long-time church member and assistant minister, said in a statement, because of all that has happened over the last few years, months, especially what happened in Buffalo, people get scared. And when you have children, young people, older people, they don't know what to think. A lot of them never experienced anything like this. I'm glad they can't be the only one, she said. If they are saying you are here and you're taking your America back, then there must be more than 3. Hate to say it, but you're right. So we fight. We're gonna continue to fight and continue to put people who will actually fight in political office. It's really time out for the corporate Democrats and those that still would like to toe the line, wink at white supremacy, not go as hard as they should. What happened to making examples out of gang leaders? I mean, I guarantee you, if this were 3 Crips or 3 Piru blood gangsters who were passing out literature that threatened the community, somebody would have got on the microphone and said they're gonna make an example out of these individuals. Where is that energy? Huh? We didn't elect it. That's why it's not there. Now, granted, they have been charged, and they have been charged in a significant way. But watch what happens. We're gonna follow the story. They're gonna end up pleading down, way down, at final adjudication. Happens every time. Adrienne, thoughts on this?
No, there definitely is more than 3. And this little, I guess, appeasement that law enforcement is offering, it's sad. But I understand that there can be limitations when it comes to prosecuting people in terms of evidence and evidentiary burden. But the reality is that this has to be some kind of organized, orchestrated effort. And it is not going to end, in part because, as we often see, law enforcement has been a part of this. It is to their roots and origins as well. So the thought that individuals from the Black community, as well as from the Jewish community, are safe when it comes to these white nationalists, white supremacists, it's not the case whatsoever. And as much as people do have to fight and to persevere, my God, it just gets more difficult every day. But of course, that's exactly what they intend to happen to be the case.
Yep, well said.